YouTube, this is PowerBreaks and I'm back with another video review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Mecha series King Ape. Now this is going to be the first mecha that we see for this new wave, and it's going to be super awesome. Now these are not Megazords, I repeat, these are not Megazords, they're MOCs, which means they're my own creation. And they're pretty much related to a Transformer. They do have Megazord in them, so don't worry guys, I won't stray too far from what I do best. But these guys are practically based off of Megazords, but they're not. But they're also a mixture of Transformers and Gundams, and I guess you can say Mugenbein. Yes, Mugenbein. They're based off of that. And they're pretty much really just giant Mugenbein at the end of the day, except for they don't turn into cubes. But this right here is the first one, and this is a fighter class King Ape. And this is really awesome. He's based off of Optimus Primal. Really nice design. We got some grays, we got some silver, some gold and black and red, white to complement everything. And if you guys see Optimus Primal, then you guys know what his colorway looks like. And he's practically based off of a third-party version of Optimus Primal. So it's going to be pretty cool. Now, these figures do have a lot going on. This right here is his regular fighter mode, or his basic robot mode, which is a highly articulated robot. Some more articulated than others, but this one is pretty articulated. Now this over here is what we call a summon, and every robot comes with a summon, and this is what a summon looks like. His right here is Rocketrilla. You see it's this gorilla with a giant rocket launcher on the side of his shoulder, or a cannon, whatever you want to call it. This is what the gorilla comes with. You see he has these nice tread wheels. They all work pretty nicely. He has nice features going on. I think he looks really, really good. Nice golds, and overall this is just fantastic, and I'm so glad to do something different because I've gotten blown from doing Megazords. I've done over 300, and I think I've done my justice for the community. But as of right now, I'll be doing my own thing, so I hope that you guys enjoy this. So it's still pretty cool, and it's not going to be anything too far from what we usually see, but this is what he looks like, and he's just really nice. Now, we're going to go over each one individually. There are a lot of modes. So this guy has this mode. He also has a tank mode, and he also has another gorilla mode. On top of that, these guys can combine together into a super robot, and also they can turn into a giant tank, and he can turn into a gorilla. And there's a lot to go over. So yeah, there's plenty of modes. These guys are probably the most detailed robots that I ever made. It took a lot of thought to create, so trust me guys. There's probably going to be 2 parts for this, and we're just looking at part 1. So let's get into it. So here is King Ape. Let's get a closer look at his face, and we can see that he has some great details. He has some metallic silver on there. He has some gold, some yellow, black, and everything complements each other very very nicely. I was gonna say wisely. Why would I even say that? Who knows? But anyway, there's head articulation right here. We get a full 360. It's on a ball joint. It can look up and down, and I think that it's really, really nice. I like the little sparkly metallic silver in there. There's also arm articulation, which is one of my favorites, and you can see that there's a band on the elbow right here, so plenty of movement on a ball joint. There's also wrist movement. There's individual finger movement, which is always pretty cool. So for the most part, yeah, you gotta like it. Okay, so anyway, besides that, we have 360 arm rotation. It's on a super soft ratchet. I got these from a Sembo block. They're incredibly soft, but they still do the job. You can't really hear them, but they do pivot really nice. I do like the clickiness of some ratchets. Like this one's a little tougher, but it's not clicky. But this is more clicky, you see. And there's also articulation right on the knee, right there, so you can see. And there's also foot articulation, which is nice. He has 4 little toes. He doesn't actually have monkey feet, but, well, ape feet. It's not even a monkey, but still, you know what I mean. He doesn't have those monkey feet, but he still looks pretty cool. Very nice mecha, nice reds and blacks that really do complement each other. And these Tankai pieces really do make up for the detail. If you guys haven't noticed, I got a new camera, and it looks freaking awesome. But we got these blues, and just look at how it captures all the freaking detail. One of the best mecha I've ever built, and they stand about probably 10 inches tall, 9.5, almost 10 inches tall. So they stand pretty tall, and they're really nice overall. I think that these guys are awesome, man. They also have movement. Well, this one, he actually has movement right here in the shoulder. There's also movement. Whoa, what did I just flick off? Oh, I just flicked this off. But there's movement here. You know how it goes. There's movement here. All on the heel. He can also do the splits, which is nice, all the way up to here. Woo! So everything looks pretty good for the most part for this figure. I think it looks pretty nice. Now, they do come with accessories, and let's get into that right now. So this is one of his weapons right here. This is his battle axe, very similar to Optimus Primal's axe or Optimus Prime himself, but it's not the orange Energon axe. Still really cool though. Little Tenkai piece that I had lying around, so I might as well have used it. And it's pretty easy to hook into his hands. You see there are 2 pegs right there. They go into the hands of the robot. So we open up the robot hands and we can just place the weapon in there. And he holds it quite nicely, and I think it looks pretty nice, man. We get some really dope poses out of this guy, so let me pose him up a little bit and show you guys exactly what he could do. Look at that, boom. Can I zoom in a little more? That's a little too much, but I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. I don't gotta zoom in anymore. You see what he does. He looks pretty nice. Nice details. Pose him up like that. You get into a little slashing notion. Let me see. You can this is one of my favorite poses right here. It's really cool posing this thing. I think that posing him, man, it's just really fun, man. This is one of the best robots that I built so far out of this wave. I mean, all of them are pretty cool, though. I think Leo Saber is number 1, though. Leo Saber is too clean. But he looks pretty cool for the most part, and I think he looks awesome with the axe. Yeah, what do you guys think? So that's pretty much it for that. Let's get into the gorilla. Okay, so here is Rocket Rilla. Now, the way this works is he is what we call a summon, and a summon is pretty much something that you can summon during the battlefield. Now, if his master, which is King Ape, were to be battling another one like Leo Saber, then King Ape can summon Rocket Rilla, and Rocket Rilla will come and assist King Ape in battle in many different ways. Same for all of them. They all have a summon and they all do different stuff. So this is his, which is one of my favorites. He has these nice tank tread wheels. They just look awesome. Nice red, nice blue, gray. All throughout you can see his 6-pack, well, 2-pack. You get what I mean. And his chest, it's all there. So the cannon is adjustable. I can move it around, but I'm going to take it off for now. Now, what I can do is move it 360, and this has more clickier joints than the robot itself, which is pretty cool. More satisfying to rotate these around. It just feels overall better. Now, the legs are interestingly shaped. They have this little pivot to it, so I got to move it around like this in order for it to actually work in the leg function, and it does move around different ways. So here's the basic way right here, and I also forgot to show you guys, he has some head articulation, 360, and he can move up and down, and he can look around. Now, he can roll around on his little gorilla wheels, but what he could also do is we could move these wheels out like this. Okay, so you straighten these out, then I fold these in like that, right? Once I do that, then I can sort of like adjust the gorilla to look like he's kind of standing on 2 feet. So he can do like his fighting stance. This is what I like to do with him. Kind of put his dukes up in a sense. I like when he puts his dukes up, something like this. Forgot to adjust his little thumbs. Well, big thumbs actually. His thumbs are huge. But he can get in his little fighting stance. And he's ready to go tussle with anybody who wants to tussle with him. So overall, really cool. I like this guy. He has a belt buckle, by the way. And yeah, he can't hold the gun at all. It's not made for him to hold. His hands are not constructed to hold a weapon. But there it is. It can fit on the side of his shoulder. So for the most part, this is a pretty cool Zord. And I think, not a Zord. What am I talking about? I'm so stuck on Megazords. But this is a pretty cool robot. I like it. Now, let's get into his tank mode. Okay, so right now we're about to form the tank mode for Rocket Rilla, and it's actually really fun, and these things are like little transformers. I really love the summons. They're very special in my heart. So are the robots. So how do we do it? Simple. We take off the gun, right? And now here's the silent part. So here is Rocketrilla in his tank mode. I would call him Tankerilla, but I guess we call it Tankerilla. So this is Tankerilla in his tank mode. Pretty cool, right? So for the most part, this is definitely a simple mode, but man, is it a pretty cool transformation. Now, just looking at the colorways, we have this nice navy blue, some red, gray, and we got some black and gold all throughout with some white hints, and I think it just fits really, really nice. All the colors complement each other very, very nicely, and the details are superb. I love this finish right here of these bricks. I'm not sure what this finish is, but it is more of a matte. It's like a rougher texture. It's really nice for the gorilla. It kind of gives me like a hairy back, and if you look at the light, it kind of reflects off silver, like it's like a silver back. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It got 6 wheels, but there's no front wheels, which is okay. But the gun is articulated, so it can move around and it can move side to side. Have you guys noticed that I turned my fan off? That thing gets loud. This camera can capture all that sound, and it's kind of annoying, but don't let it bother you, especially after hearing this part. Don't go back looking for that just to be bothered. But it rolls around. Oh, he did the splits, but I went a little too hard. But it does roll around, guys. It's pretty nice. And for the most part, this is awesome. So all I'm going to say is this is going to be the end of part 1. Make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe for more. Now, part 2, we're going to take a look at the ultimate tank mode and the super robot mode. And there's also another alt mode where he holds the gun. I could just show you that right now. So it's not going to be the end of the review until I get to the next scene. So we're almost done, but we're done with this part. That's for sure. Peace, guys. Okay, so here is King Ape, and now we're going to give him the gun. This right here is the gun. So get the hand, open it up. Very simple. We're then going to plug these 2 tabs into that right there. Simple. Come on. Is it in? All right, now it's in. Then I'm going to close up the fingers. Lead that trigger finger a little bit. All right, boom. And there it is. There's the gun. It looks pretty cool. Now, this is a nice barrel. I think it looks really nice on the robot. Super dope. Definitely gives me that Transformer vibe, and I get Optimus Prime vibes from him. I only wanted to build this because of Optimus Prime. I love Primal, and I actually was going to invest in Transformers for the channel, but then I said, you know what? Why don't I just build my own thing that's very similar to Transformers? And whatever Transformer I want to buy, I can just make a robot based off of that, and I'll be very happy. And that's how I am. So I like to make do with things, and I use my bricks to make something like this, and I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on Optimus Primal, so I did this. And it wasn't even expensive. He was like 20 bucks. But still, he wasn't bigger than this robot, and he doesn't have all these extra modes. But he kind of does. It's pretty cool, but this is a lot better. For me, actually. Really nice, but super nice details. You can do so many poses with this thing. You can point at the camera. Let me see if I get another cool pose with him. I like to do this one right here. It's pretty cool though for the most part. I don't like to do too much with the robot because I don't really want to mess it up. And you know how I go. Sometimes something falls over and freaking pieces shatter. And you don't know where stuff is. And even right here, I keep knocking off a piece. This right here has been off the entire time. But it's okay. I'll plug that right back on. Boom. There it is. He looks pretty awesome. So for the most part, I am absolutely feeling this robot. I love how this thing looks. I cannot wait to show you guys Beetle Buster. It's kind of like the Megatron to this guy, his rival in the Mecha battle. So that's pretty much how it goes. One person fights for prize money, you know, well, one person will win. 2 people fight. Whoever wins get the prize money, and you get some upgrade kits, which are stuff that can make your robot look better. But, you know, we're not actually playing Mecha, we're just looking at toys. So that's pretty much how it is. And this is King Ape with his blaster. So like, comment, and subscribe. This was pretty darn fun. I actually enjoyed this. Here's the monkey right here. Oh no, he's still in tank mode. I'll transform him real quick. But pretty much that is it, guys, though. Like, comment, subscribe. I really hope that you guys enjoyed these robots. They're definitely something a lot different than what I usually do, but they're always going to get better. So make sure that you guys tune in for more and have fun, guys. Definitely have fun. So these guys love you. I love you. And that is Hubbies. And I got that from Sunny. Peace, guys.